सितम जो पसरा है, लूट रहा है सबका चमन, बर्बादी का पहरा है, मिट रही है रोशनी, अंधेरा गहरा है, पूछ रही है इंसानियत, वक्त कहाँ ठहरा है. This is for those little angels. Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
I welcome you to this august gathering of Miltonians. Friends, today is a nostalgic day for me. I am reminded of my graduation of MLC 29 and 30 at Western Hotel in the Mumbai. While receiving our diploma, we had to give our acceptance speech. And in response to that, we were asked to share just one thing that had impacted or influenced most during the MILT course. And I said, enthusiasm. Contagious enthusiasm. Yes, my friends, enthusiasm is life. Enthusiasm is dynamism. Enthusiasm means being excited. As our mentor Apurus puts it, I am born excited. Miltonians are known for electrifying the atmosphere wherever they go with their enthusiasm, excitement, and zest for life. A person who is enthusiastic will charge up the atmosphere, whereas the person who is not enthusiastic will be dead. He is a parasite. He is a burden to the society. Whereas the person who is enthusiastic will also make others enthusiastic, because enthusiasm is contagious. If you happen to live in the company of an enthusiastic person, you shall always be charged up. For example, we have our friend, Miltonian Dr. Ashok County. I have hardly seen him gloomy or feeling low. His enthusiasm personified. Wherever he goes, he charges up the atmosphere. Enthusiasm brings energy in our life, which is required for excellence in whatever endeavor we do. And with that excellence, we enrich our lives. But then, how do we develop enthusiasm? For developing enthusiasm, we must have a high self-esteem, which stems from positive self-image. And to get a positive self-image, we must be aware about our potential. Every day in the morning, we must remind ourselves that सागर की गहराई है हम में और पहाड़ों की ऊंचाई भी. सागर की गहराई है हम में और पहाड़ों की ऊंचाई भी. जब जब चाहा हमने झुकाया ऊंचाई आसमान भी. Yes, my friends, every day morning, put yourself on fire of enthusiasm. Remind yourself that by today will be yesterday plus. My best is yet to come. But then, enthusiasm is alone sufficient? May not be. But it is the core value, the catalyst, the basic attribute which you may require on which all other ingredients rest, which are required for success in a materialistic world or on your path of spiritual progress. Just as we ignite fire to cook food, we need to ignite enthusiasm in our belly every day morning, not Jatharagni, but Utsagni. With that, we can make difference in this world. With a fire in your belly of enthusiasm, with dreams in your eyes and passion in your heart, you can get everything and anything that you desire from this world. So EDP, enthusiasm, dreams and passion, which I am going to talk about. Talking about dreams, it reminds me of Dhirubhai Ambani, who said, our dreams have to be bigger, our ambitions higher, our commitment deeper, and our efforts greater, which is the mantra for success. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our ex-president of India, said that dream is not the one which you see in sleep. Dream is the one which will not let you sleep. Our dreams have to be loftier. Our dreams have to be higher, higher than our lives. Our dream must be for the betterment of the mankind. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that dream is one which inspires you to work. Rest, everything is just labor. Swami Chinmayananda said that aim for highest in your life. Your goal must be such that you may not be able to fulfill in one lifetime, because then you continuously strive for it. Remember, the growth is in journey, not in the destination. Higher the goal, deeper will be the conviction and commitment from within, and greater will be your enthusiasm to achieve it. This afternoon, I was interviewed by Prochem, an agency which helps to run the Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon every year. One of the questions that they asked, that what inspired you to run 21 kilometers in the first race itself? I said the distance itself. The distance of 21 kilometers was way beyond my known potential. And that challenged me. Always dream for a thing which is beyond your known potential. Then you will strive for it, and in the process stretch yourself and grow. It is better to aim high and fail than to aim low and achieve. I always tell my CS students that aim for a merit list. Don't settle with less than that. If you aspire to become a chartered accountant, be a meritorious chartered accountant. Then passing is always guaranteed. But they always settle for just getting the passing marks. Think big. There is nothing wrong in thinking big. That takes us to the third and very important attribute. That is passion. Once your dream is big, your passion has to flow from your heart. But remember, pursue one dream at a time and put your heart and soul into it till the time you master or achieve it. Gary Keller, the celebrated author of the book, The One Thing, he writes in that book that harried and hurried, a nagging sense haunts us all day of so many attempts, so many things we attempt and very little we achieve in a day. Why? Because we want to achieve so many things in a day. Whereas he says, concentrate on only just one thing. That one thing which matters you the most. That one thing will make a difference in your life. Identify that one thing which is bothering you. That one thing which is taking your maximum mental energy. And if you work on that, if you put that one thing in place, that everything would fall in place automatically. It will have its dominoes effect, it is called. Like a pack of cards, if they are stacked together, and if you just have a gentle push at one end, all the cards will fall. That is called the dominoes effect. And it will multiply. The multiplication would be beyond your imagination. But in doing so, there are 6 myths or lies which we utter to ourselves, which are the roadblock in getting this dominoes effect. What are the 6 lies or the myths? The first one, he says, that everything matters equally. That is the first lie. Life is not symmetrical. Everything does not matter equally. There is one thing which matters you the most in your life. Identify that one thing and work on that one thing. The rest, everything would fall in place. The second, he says, that multitasking. Multitasking is a myth. Human brain is not designed to do multitasking. Even the supermost computer attends to one thing at a time. Success comes in sequence, not simultaneously. Okay? So when you attempt to do multitasking, you lose your efficiency and you lose your effectiveness. You lose all the works together. So concentrate on one thing. The mantra here is focus, focus, and focus. Whatever you focus, expands. The third thing is discipline. We are not robots. We cannot be disciplined all the time. But he beautifully distinguishes between discipline and habit. He says discipline is required only to the extent of developing a habit. Once your discipline turns into habit, it takes automatically. For example, if you want to get up at 5 o'clock every day morning, for 66 days, remind you, 66 days, you need to be disciplined to get up at 5 o'clock. 67th day, you can cast off your discipline. It will become your habit. The new research by the behavioral scientists have discovered that it requires 66 days to form a habit and not the 21 days as we believe either two. So 66 days, if you pursue one action, it will become your habit. It will go into your system. The difference is that discipline is forced upon, whereas habit is out of volition. And that makes all the difference. The fourth thing is that willpower is a will call. We believe that whenever I want to do that or attempt that one thing in a day, I will be able to do it through sheer my willpower. That's not the truth. We need to understand our body cycle. When do we pick up in the day? And in the morning, if you attach to that one thing which is most important for you, rest everything would fall in place. Don't wait for your willpower to work. It may not work when you need it the most. The fifth thing is balancing. We try to balance everything. Life, we say, work-life balance, this balance, that balance. We want everything in balance, balance and balance. He says if you want to achieve excellence, you need to go out of balance. He talks about counterbalancing. I'll come to that. But what he says, that when you are working at that one thing, you need to cast aside everything else, but focus on that thing. For example, if we were to organize a convention, as the days come nearby, what we will do? We will put our entire energy, attention and focus in that one thing. We want that convention to be successful, isn't it? Our morning routine, our discipline, our everything will go for a toss. And that is what is required. We are not robots. Okay? So we need to counterbalance what he says, but in doing so, you must also take care of those little things, the little time which you require to give for extreme emergencies or the essentials. For example, even if we have to give 100%, that doesn't mean that we deprive ourselves of sleep. That doesn't mean that we deprive ourselves of the health or the minimum time that our family requires. Because we should not sway away. Okay? And in getting that one thing, if we sacrifice the other, then even if we get that one thing, it may not be that important for us. So counterbalancing, what he says. Don't go for the total balance, but counterbalance wherever it is required. And the last thing he says, that the myth which we understand is big is bad. Big is not bad. There is nothing wrong in thinking big. There is nothing wrong in achieving big. There is nothing wrong in being big. It's not always that if you want to become big, you need to sacrifice your health, family, everything. If you work in a systematic manner, you can be big. Because as Prime Minister Modi says, that three things are required: skill, speed, and scale. If you don't achieve the scale, we might be skillful, we might have speed, but the scale is also important. So there is nothing wrong in being big. So my dear friends, if we take care of this EDP, that is enthusiasm, dreams, and passion, our ECG will improve. EDP will lead to ECG. What is ECG? That is our energy. Energy which is vital for anything what we want from our life. That force which is vital for success and growth. That force which is vital for even our spiritual growth. That energy will flow naturally. And then C, that is courage. We'll develop courage to take bold decisions in our life. We'll take courage to face the realities of life. We'll face courage to overcome any obstacle in our life. And last, G, that's the grace of God. That God also helps to that person who helps himself. If we don't work on ourselves, God is not going to come and work on us. So my dear friends, take care of EDP. Your ECG will improve and you will have a peaceful, lovely and happier life. Thank you.
बढ़िया यार, सुपर। मयूर, इसका रिकॉर्डिंग हर एक को दे देना।
It will be up for sale after this.
Put it on YouTube and give the link.
Yeah, fantastic.